Let's cut to the chase. I started investing in stocks when I earned over $10,000 in a single month in freelancing. I knew at that time that I needed to invest in something different, so I started investing in companies that I believed in. My portfolio went all the way down to negative 15% and up to 17% nowadays. Let me summarize what I did in 3 simple rules. But before I start saying these 3 rules, remember that this is not a financial advice at the end of the day. It's my story and how I earned in stocks. That doesn't mean that you should follow the same exact rules. Do consult a financial advisor if you're intending to work it out, because they would know better your situation. Rule number 1, news articles are your enemy. They might make you think that the world is on fire and make you lose money accordingly, which introduces rule number 2. Be as patient as a turtle. You only lose when you sell. Finally, rule number 3 is change your emotional connection to money. It's okay if you lose thousands. Now let me tell you how I apply these 3 rules and how I work my portfolio. Rule number 1. Last year, the world kept telling me, or not the world, the news articles really kept telling me that there is a recession and that the world's on fire, that it's going to be a financial crisis similar to 2008, and that I should freak out and just sell everything. But 2 people helped me in this journey. Warren Buffett and Benjamin Graham, his mentor. I read both the books. I read a couple of books from Warren Buffett and 1 book from Benjamin Graham, and they teach you that it doesn't really matter what the world is saying, because at the end of the day, a business is just about crunching the numbers of the business, their financial statements and so on. And if they're selling, if they're healthy, then they will be healthy regardless of a recession and so on. So following this advice, that was rule number 1. Rule number 2, one day I woke up to a negative 15% portfolio. What did I do? I freaked out, and then I freaked out a little bit more. But what I didn't do is sell any of my positions or my stocks. I didn't do that. I went for a run instead, or just cleared my mind out of it, because all the books tell me to be patient in this sort of process. Actually, I invested a little bit more. I was willing to lose up to 25% of my portfolio, and then it started recovering this year. Rule number 3, it's a scientific fact that humans react more intensely to losing money than gaining money. So for example, if I gave you a gift of $1,000, let's say you're going to be happy on a scale of 1 to 10, like 8. And then if you lose $1,000, you're going to be upset or bothered about this at 10. So this is just in our human nature. So what happens is you have to lose your emotional connection to money. It's okay if you lose. If the world is on fire, then let it be on fire. It doesn't matter. Keep following your strategy. And if it's such a big deal, don't look at your portfolio every now and then. Just keep it, forget about it for a while, and then you're going to see a positive return later on. That's it. I followed these 3 rules and I earned over 17% passively. It's quite fun, honestly. It feels good to make money from nothing eventually. And for that, I will keep doing that. But let me give you some few final remarks. I invested in some industries, in some specific industries that I believed was going to be part of the future, like for example, artificial intelligence. So I invested in Nvidia last year, and this year their stock skyrocketed because everything that's going on with ChatGPT and so on. Secondly, I diversify, but not too much, based on the advice of Warren Buffett, because the more you diversify, the more it doesn't make any sense. If I have a portfolio consisting of just a tiny bit of each and every company, then eventually it is either going to stay the same or you're just going to lose. Finally, I started with around $8,000, then another $4,000, then another $4,000, and so on until my portfolio had around $22,000. I made it a habit. Whenever I had extra money, I would just throw it in my investment portfolio. And that's what I advise you to do at the same point. You could dollar cost average over the years, as in put a specific amount of money each month from your salary or from your income. This guarantees you that you get the up and down of the stock. And it's a very good strategy. That's my story with stocks. What about yours? Tell me, have you invested in similar stocks? Did you earn money? Did you lose money? Do you think it's an addiction, not healthy? I'm not talking about day trading, by the way. That's a whole other experience. Thank you for watching this video. Let me know what you think in the comments, like and subscribe if you could, and have a wonderful day.